Hello and welcome back to CNE. So this is the lecture number 3 of our Git course, and in this video we are going to learn about a lot of topics. So we are going to use add and commit, which you have learned in the previous video, more effectively. We are also going to learn how you can remove files and how you can list files that are present in the staging area using various commands, and we are also going to learn about how to ignore files in Git. So without wasting any more time, let's begin. So this session will be completely practical based, so there will be no theoretical discussions. I'll share my screen where you can see the exact practical steps been taken, and let's begin. So you can see my screen here, I guess. I think you can see my screen here. So here you can see I am in my project directory, and let me show you the files. So these are the files I have, and in today's video, as I have promised, we will make use of add and commit more effectively. Okay, let me launch my Visual Studio here. Okay, I have my Visual Studio over here. Let's open this index.html using the live server. Okay, so here you can see there is a dummy project, and I have two cards over here. Let me check if I'm recording. Yes, I'm recording. So you can see here I have two cards over here, and they're not anything, they're just useless piece of information that I have, and I don't want to get rid of these two things. Okay, so I'll go into my code. I'm basically, what I'm trying to make you understand is that I am making some changes. Okay, let me do one thing. On a second thought, I want to change and make it only one card. Okay, so you can see here the change has been reflected, and I have only one card over here instead of two cards. Okay, so what I've did here is I have made some changes to my code, and I have not saved them. Okay, so now if I run git status, it will say here that my index.html has been changed, and sample.html has been deleted, which I have deleted previously. So I have my index.html, but the main thing is that index.html has been modified. So what do? You need to add that file again. So I'll just write here git add and then period. So this will add all the files, and if I run git status again, it can show you that index.html has been modified and sample.html has been deleted, which I have done previously. You don't have to focus on this thing, just focus on this thing, that index.html has been modified. So I need to save the changes. Let me clear the screen and then write git commit. Let's pass a message more relevant. Suppose card deleted. Okay, so you can see here that my commit has been registered, and if I run here git status, so you can see here that there is nothing to commit, everything is being taken care of. So you need to see here the change has been reflected, everything has been done, so there is no hassle at all. So this is how you add, change and commit files in Git. You just make the change, you add the files again, or you can add the whole directory again, so to make sure that every changes you have made is registered and then is committed as well. So this is how you take care of add and commit. I think it is very clear from your side, and if you have any problem, you can let me know in the comment section where I can guide you through. You don't have to worry about anything at all. And the next thing that I'm going to show you here is how you can remove files. Now sometimes it becomes very necessary to remove some files that you have in your directory. Okay, suppose I'm writing here git ls files. So this is the command you can use to list all the files, git ls hyphen files. So you have all the files here, you can see here we have all the files. Now what I'm trying to do here is I'll just try to remove that sample2.html. I think it is of no use, so you can remove it using git. So the command is, let me clear my screen, otherwise it is not visible. Git rm, then you write the name of the file. In my case it is sample2.html. okay, then I'll hit enter, and it will remove the file from the Git repository as well as my working directory. and I need to commit the change to stay it like that, otherwise it can be again restored. Now there is a very crucial part that you need to understand here. You can't just use that rm command just like anything. It is very critical in any scenario. It is very critical, so you make sure the file you are deleting is it's not important to you, it's of no use. Okay, here in my sample.html, sample2.html, I don't have anything at all. I can delete it, I can pay the price. Okay, so I'm deleting this thing, so the file is deleted. If you can see here, I don't think you can see here. Yeah, so sample2.html is not there. Is it there in my file system? Okay, it is not there even in my file system. Now I need to make that change persistent. So what I'll do here is I'll commit. Okay, so git commit message file, or you can say that malicious file deleted. Okay, so you can see that one file changed. You can see that sample2.html has been deleted. So there is no problem at all here. Okay, there is no problem at all. What you do here is you remove the file, but be very sure before using commands like git rm and let's say this command. So this will do what? This will recursively delete your entire directory, your entire project directory, and this can be very annoying and very sad at times. Okay, so you need to take very delicate care about how you use this rm command. I have shown you how to delete files here. I don't think there should be an issue. Okay, now there are some files that needs to be ignored while staging. Okay, suppose I have some private files, or I have some log files that I don't need to be staged every time I add the entire directory. Okay, so I'll do one thing. I'll create a folder to make this thing understandable as you are a beginner. So I'll create a folder called private. Okay, so if I show you, there is a private folder, and I'll just jump into my private folder and do one thing. I'll create some file. Okay, let me create just one file. Okay, echo, and then suppose I want to create a file of suppose var.log. Okay, so this is the file that I want to create. Is it created? Yes, it is created, and it doesn't contain anything, but I don't want this directory to be staged. Okay, so what I do here is I'll just jump back. Okay, I'll create another file which is very important for me, which is .gitignore. So this way you can ignore files. Okay, so I'll go into my Visual Studio Code, and I'll create a new file of name .gitignore. Make sure you don't any mistake while typing this. Okay, this file is very important to you and me as well, so you type it just as it is .gitignore. I have to cross check if I haven't made any mistake or what. Okay, so inside this file you can mention the directories that you don't want to be staged. Suppose I don't want private to be staged, so I'll write here private. Okay, and followed by slash. So I don't want this folder private to be staged. I can do another thing. Okay, that I'll show you in the upcoming few minutes, but I don't want this folder to be staged every time I push my or add my files. So you just have to mention the name of the directory here, and then followed by a slash. This is how you do it, and this gitignore file has to be in your root directory. These are the two prerequisites that you have to make sure that it happens. Okay, so you have to mention this file in your root directory, and then you can write your folder name here. So if I add everything, you will see that my private folder will not get added. So let's check it. So you can see here no var.log file has been added. Okay, Not only that, you can set here the type of files that you don't want to be added. Suppose in your case it is txt. Suppose you don't want to add txt file, you just mention it here, over here, star then .txt, then followed by the extension of the file that you don't want to be added or staged. Okay, you can also name here individual files. Suppose file1.html. okay, suppose anything like that you don't want to be staged. Okay, so this is a very important file that you have to take care of. This is git ignore, and it cannot be renamed. Okay, it has to be git ignored every time. Okay, so I think things are very clear here. What I'll do here is I'll just make another file here. Okay, let's make another file here. Echo anything private, or let's say private. Inside this file fella.txt. so I have this file fella.txt, but just look at it. It will not be added, it will not be staged. Okay, I'm adding this file, and if I show you, just wait, you cannot see any file of .txt because I have mentioned it in my git ignore. So this is how you ignore files. This is very handy. You don't need to you don't need your repository to be very big or very heavy. Unnecessary files might cause some damage too, so you need to take care of all these things. So in this way we have learned about how to add how to use add and commit more effectively. We have also learned how to remove files. We have shown you the command, which is very very critical, which you don't use often and you can't use it. One thing more, you can also restore your remove files. I'll show you in the next video. You don't have to worry about anything, but make sure you don't use the rm command reluctantly. So you keep safety at foremost. Okay, so and then you know how to ignore files also. I don't think that's an issue. In the next lecture you will also learn about more interesting things. You don't have to worry about anything. Just stay with me and I'll just guide you through the entire Git course. You don't have to worry about anything. Okay, so this is me signing off, and I'll see you in my next video.